Hi, this is DOSBox Mom, and welcome back to Let's Play Tunnels and Trolls. Sorry about the long break between episodes. Real life reared its ugly head. But we're back now. Our party is finished exploring the island of Harone. We're back in the city of Gull. And we just need to finish selling off. Come on. Move already. There. The last of our jewelry. I believe Arwen still has a white gold ring. And I'm pretty sure that has no magical effects, so I might as well sell it off. Yeah. Okay. Now there are just... well, there's a few places we could still go in town. Couple places in the wharf area. There's that area near the docks with the crates that's guarded by dock workers, longshoremen. Ah. Well, the storyteller's still there. Don't trust everyone in the streets, little ones, the old one tells the children. I know some of you aren't fit to be trusted yourselves, but the good gods are going to make you pay for that. She takes her bony finger at the urchins. And there's that arrow-trapped alley behind the archery shop here that we could go to. And then the alley, or the hallway behind the Rogues Guild in the area to the east in Gull that seems to have a laser beam of some sort. Yeah. So over there is where the crates of the docks are. We might save and then try that. The Netmaster is down there. And we haven't successfully done that yet. And then, of course, we never did really get into level 2 of the sewers. But, you know, I think I might have at least a go at the crates in the dock and maybe the Netmaster. If those go okay, might have another go at some of the other stuff. Otherwise, I'll just wait and come back to Gull later and try the stuff then. So, let's save the game first. And it is daytime, so at least I'll be able to see who we're fighting. At the end of the sea, while burly men and dwarves are shoving barrels and crates out of the way, from one of the large crates you hear a muffled roaring. A tattooed man whacks the tops of a few crates, the noise stops. Most of the workers leave, walking by as they go. A few remain, guarding the cargo. Stop right there, commands the tattooed man, brandishing his weapon. No one gets near these crates without going through us first. Okay, let's save again in a different position, just in case this goes horribly wrong. And now we're fighting the people guarding the crates. Okay, let's try working on the evil dwarf. I position her there, she should be able to shoot her chakram at that human scum that we injured already. And then we'll have her cast our favorite spell, our okay. And it worked. You clean the blood from your weapon and examine the crates they failed to protect. Three seem to have something alive inside. There's one crate of boots and a slimy keg of unappetizing water. You also find a shipping manifest. Now let's see if we can read the manifest. The manifest is for the Kazani Arena imports. The scribe was using the briefest terms to note the delivery of one weirbeast and 2 monsters, plus 1 crate of work boots. Let's take some boots. A few dusty boots here. You take that. Ooh, heavy boots. Let's see who needs heavy boots. Well, we could have Sinead take a pair. And Arwen could take a pair. And then we might have Magnus take the other pair. We can always sell off a spare. Okay. And then perhaps we can have Sinead and Arwen equip those heavy boots. Going to remove the light boots, then equip the heavy ones. Okay. Then we'll have her remove her light boots and equip the heavy ones. So now their feet are well protected. Okay. Those 3 crates should each have a monster in them. So if we want to fight the monsters, we can. Heck yeah. Against the back wall of a crate lies a grizzly bear, collapsed from the heat. A beady black eye rolls your direction. Bestial rage flashes weakly. And the grizzly tries to roll to its feet to attack. You realize the animal is seriously dehydrated. You could try to offer it water, but you're pretty sure you might be in big trouble if you do that. Do you offer water to the bear? Oh, I always was a soft-hearted fool. Ooh! Just before your eyes into an exhausted human. Yeah, bless you, and Kazan watch you. I didn't have the strength to change, he says. I'm being sent to fight in the arena of Kazan, but I may never make it. For your kindness, I'll pass along something important. The great wizard Kazan has a single vision of the world, a balanced view of how things should be. Which is kind of useful information. Now, the other 2 crates have monsters in them. Do you want to open them? Or maybe not. I think we got the important bits. Let's just take a pass on that. And save. And that's the entrance to the stable. Alright, and there's the Netmaster area down there. So let's save again before we try that, and we'll try the Netmaster once with each person. You push through a crowd and find yourself in front of a small sideshow. Well, yeah, so it's basically the same story that we heard when we tried before. So if we can successfully defeat the Netmaster, we get a gem worth 500 gold out of this. Do you step forward to challenge the Netmaster's abilities? We'll try Magnus first. And it should still be daylight. And that didn't work. So we'll reload from our last save and try this again. This time with Yoda. And that didn't work. So we'll try again. And we'll try with Sinead. And we've been warned that magic might not work. And that missed. And, well, she lasted a little bit longer than the other two. But it doesn't look like we're doing too well here. And we'll try once more with R1. She uses her oil lantern. And that didn't work. Okay, I think there is one other thing I might want to buy in town. I read ahead in the clue book, and there's an encounter you might have when you get to the mainland where you can get a magic item out of a tree if you have an axe to chop down the tree with. So it might be a good idea to have somebody buy an axe. Okay. If we can find, okay, broad axe, great axe. I'm going to really quick check the requirements for some of these. Francisca, that's a one-handed throwing axe. That might work, and that's one that has fairly modest requirements, but of course it doesn't look like they have it here. Okay, well, let's take a look at our characters real quick. Now, actually, Magnus could wield a great axe or a broad axe. Yoda could manage a broad axe, but not a great axe. Sinead, it would have to be a Francisca because she's just not strong enough. And same deal with Arwen. So, I think we'll try the broad axe, because that way either Magnus or Yoda could use it. I wonder. No. No. It seems to scroll through things. And we'll just have him pay for it. Okay, then I think that was all we wanted to do here. And we might have him trade his axe over to Yoda. Okay, and now let's take a look at him. So he's got an axe. Let's share the money temporarily. I think. Oh. Okay. Well, we probably didn't really need to sell off that spare pair of boots just yet anyway. Ooh, ogres and trolls speak the same foul language. Okay, well, let's save here just in case the docks aren't selling passage on their boats at night. Support the right to arm. You know, I just thought that first sentence was a throwaway one, but that could be a reference to the weirware that we found in that cage at the docks. Okay, and let's save again. In fact, I think we'll have Arwen gather all the money with her, since she's our most charismatic character. Okay, so this is Chisak's Fancy. Carries passengers around the range sea, doesn't sail north of the Dragon's Jaw. And it costs 50 gold per head, no horses. We wouldn't be able to take the horses with us. So let's save again. And now we know that we can book ship passage at night. The Grey Willow is a stout merchant ship that looks worthy of a long ocean voyage. Captain Reichtor is a steel-eyed woman, determined to make a profit from any voyage, so her costs aren't cheap. However, there's room for yourself and for horses. My price is 100 gold a head and 50 gold each for horses' head. Do you still wish to board my ship? Okay, go on. So, let's... And... let's share the money. At least we should be safe from the urchins. And now we can finally leave town. So let's head out of the harbor. And no, we don't want to enter the harbor. And I think we will head for the coast. Now, okay. Before you was a sight such as you have never seen. It started as a dark line of the horizon. Now, less than a quarter hour later, it is as if a grim black roof is being slid at horrifying speed across the sky. There's a wave of roiling clouds that seem so low you could reach out and touch them. In stunned awe, you see what look like thin, wicked fingers descend from the cloud mass. They reach down and touch the ocean's surface. Most seem to weaken and falter at this touch, but one takes on a bluish hue and bloats up. It's become an impossible serpent, writhing from earth to sky, and it's heading for your boat. Do you attempt to flee before the storm, or hurry to batten down the ship and prepare to weather the storm? Well, I guess we'll find out what we do in the next episode. See you then.